I dated my sister's best friend. She didn't take it lightly.
Yeah, dude, she was lifting like 4 reps of 400 pounds of seriousness on that.
I have been sleeping with Carmela for about a year now. We're both female, in our early 30s, and work similar schedules. Carmela has been asking if we can spend more quality time together, so we're dating without the title of girlfriend yet. By the way, this comes from Narsuccubus, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, Carmela spends about 3 nights a week at my apartment. We do all the cuddly, mushy stuff people in relationships tend to do. She makes me breakfast, I make her dinner, she's been buying me small presents, and we take turns paying for movies and dinner. Someone asked if she was my girlfriend, and she just nodded. So it feels very natural to be with her. She enchants me every day. I am pretty much in love with her, but would like to make it official before I start writing her love ballads. Part of my hesitation to make it official is my sister Linda, 26 female. She found out about our relationship when she popped in one morning to borrow a shirt. She doesn't have a key, so Carmela opened the door for her. It ended with Linda screaming at us, saying we broke her heart and storming out. Since then, Linda has been acting snub. She lives with my mom, who has some health issues, so I hear about how Linda is sobbing herself to sleep, and she keeps asking about Carmela. My mom thinks it's getting really intense and has stopped asking us to make up with Linda. Mom's over it. People in my family asked if I stole Carmela from her because Linda acts like Carmela broke up with her. Got accused of using Linda to steal Carmela away by a few cousins. When we explained what happened, they seemed surprised and shocked that Linda was never with Carmela. As far as I know, Linda is straight. So it makes me a little confused why she's furious Carmela is with me. She's not straight.
If you didn't even know she was see, this could all just be solved now. Just talk. Be like,
No.
I didn't even know you weren't straight. How
No.
could I steal this girl from you? I didn't even know.
I didn't even know. And Linda's going to be like, should have been obvious.
Well, then, but also, it's like that's
Yeah.
also not even
No, it's not
a
on
thing.
OP. It's
I'm not
on OP.
stealing her from anybody because she's a human being who gets to choose who she wants to be with.
I don't believe we're doing anything wrong. I find Carmela schmixy, smart and fun. I respect her as a person, which is more than Linda can say, and think she's allowed to make her own spicy related choices. This isn't 5th grade. You don't get to throw a fit because your friend kissed your sibling. I am willing to cut my sister out of my life if Carmela needs me to. I plan to ask her to be my girlfriend officially this Sunday because I love her very much and enjoy every second together with her. I just am not sure why Linda is going crazy like this, and if I should do something about it, like file a police report. I could use some thoughts and clarity, so help me, Reddit.
All right, I get the police report will be delved into in a second.
We're gonna understand why the police report is relevant.
But like, just talk first.
Yeah.
Have a conversation.
Have a little 101, one queer sister to another queer sister.
And just be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if she's like, blah, 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 you just gotta be like, hey,
I didn't realize
I'm not
they
gonna
were
do that.
thing. Edit. If she was just upset, we would not be trying to pull away. I guess I am not writing this out the way it should be. Carmela has been getting up to 30 calls a day from her, plus tons of text messages demanding to know why she chose me, etc. I have gotten calls where she just mindlessly screams into my ear or texts me nasty things. I understand most people believe I should have told her, but Linda and I are not that close. Carmela and I both made the choice to keep it to ourselves until the time we decided if/when to date. This is just how we were raised and worked the best in general. I don't believe family is entitled to know who you are sleeping with. Carmela and I have decided to take some steps to talk to Linda. I've decided I would go over and talk with Mom first. I told her what I was thinking, and we decided Linda needed to be spoken with. My mom told Linda she needed to come downstairs and talk with me or she would need to move out. Give her that ultimatum. Linda has been crying and screaming for the last few days, and it makes my mom's stress so much worse. So Linda came down and began shouting at me the moment she saw me. My mom told her, shut up and listen. Surprisingly, she did. I sat down with her, mom listening, way awkward. I pretty much told her that I didn't plan to tell anyone about Carmela and I until we were officially together longer. It was never meant to be a diss towards her. She was just not someone who needed to know about who I slept with. Carmela could have said at any time she wanted Linda to know, but we both as a unit decided it was best to just enjoy one another. I said that I had a lot of relationships no one knew about because I kept them to myself until 6 months of serious dating. That's a long time. I can't even go one conversation
without telling somebody about it.
Everyone in my life.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could relate to 6 months. I don't know about 6 months, but I just mean I can relate to like waiting.
Yeah. It was then that I believed it was worth bringing someone home to the family. Linda said it was different. Carmela was our best friend and should have said something. I asked her why she felt she needed to know. Why was it important she knew who Carmela was having spicy sleep with? If Carmela wanted to keep it private, then why would Linda be offended by that? Linda said I was her sister and should have said something. My mom chose to butt in at this point and tell Linda that she had to make a choice. She could either keep screaming, move out, and become bitter, or she could get some therapy and deal with her issues. W mom. Mom said she was tired of hearing about this and we needed to work it out, but she did not raise people who got mad about each other's spicy sleep lives. Mom left at this point to take her medication, and I told Linda I needed to be clear on some stuff. Carmela and I are now officially together.
Okay.
Woo!
So, and everything's exactly the same. Okay, cool.
Carmela doesn't want to see her until this is worked out. I was tired of the harmful calls. I had them saved in case Linda escalated. I needed her to be a sister, not a bitter ex. Then I asked if she had feelings for Carmela. Linda broke down crying and said she didn't understand why Carmela would choose me over her. Apparently she does have feelings and thinks I stole her best friend and crush from her. I said she was acting childish. If Carmela, who did tell Linda she was bi, didn't mention something in 3 years, how could Linda think I stole her? I didn't steal anyone. We effed, we got on, and we would be together for as long as we decided. I told Linda I did not intend to tell her how my relationship with Carmela was going, only that she would know if we planned to get engaged or married. But she had shown she could not be trusted with information like this because she liked Carmela. Linda begged me to break up with her. Oh, and I said no. I would choose Carmela because I loved her and felt Linda was being aggressive with her calls and actions. Yeah, this is crazy. Linda showed up at my apartment later that night and Carmela spoke with her. I was in the same room, but I really didn't speak that much. Carmela explained she was ending the friendship and no longer wanted to speak with Linda. She did not feel comfortable with someone feeling slighted because spicy sleep is a private thing, and I never intended to tell you about OP. She told Carmela she has never really been open about the people she slept with anyone, even her own people. I do think that is kind of like a thing that Carmela and OP should kind of look into, of like why they don't want to tell anyone. Yeah, like I don't know. Obviously you have a right to know, to disclose that information with whoever you choose, but it seems like she's like, I don't disclose that with anyone.
I think it's the principle of like when you have like in the context of like a dream. Not like a I went to sleep and I had a dream, but it's like this is like my goal, like my deepest desire.
Yeah, and
sometimes you keep it close to the chest until it's like fully developed, and you go, okay, some things are going on here.
No, yeah, I mean, I totally understand waiting until it seems like it's more, real and everything, but like 6 months is a long time.
Not really. Not in the context of a relationship. Well, in the context of like a long-term relationship, that's like 1/80th of what like we've been married for 40 years. Like
maybe we just have different relationship timelines right now. The only people who she talked to about spicy sleep was those she slept with. Even then, she never mentioned a past partner to someone. She did not think she owed Linda a play-by-play. Our relationship is not spicy related. It was emotional. You were my best friend, but even my own family doesn't know about NAR. We will talk about it to them when it gets serious, but you really showed me what you are truly like. Linda was crying the whole time and said we deserved one another. I agreed, as I love Carmela very much. Linda told me she hated me. She planned to tell everyone about us. I told her she should if she wanted, but that it wouldn't make her happier. We were going to be together. Even if we broke up, Carmela would not be with her. She had the choice to either accept she would never be involved in our spicy sleep life in the future or the present. She needed to either respect it or get out of our lives until she could. She said I was a witch and left. So not sure how it will turn out, but that is the update. Carmela and I are saddened by what happened, but hold firm to the notion we owe no one else our spicy sleep life. And comments, Opie says, if she didn't tell me about her crush, then she felt it was none of my business. It goes both ways. My crush, my spicy sleep life, and my partner is none of her business. I do think a crush and a relationship are different though. Comment 1, well, this is one effed up situation. You all probably could have handled it better, but it is what it is.
I love that comment. Yeah. Says that they could have done things better, refuses to elaborate, leaves.
Yep. You gotta fix that.
Yeah, well, I think could have been better.
Well, I think what they're saying is like, you guys probably could have talked to Carmela's best friend about the relationship with your, with her sister.
I guess, well, Okay.
I
Linda
think just
did
the
not write
sister
this,
thing
so I
is-
guess they
yeah.
were best friends.
Yeah. Like, she's, I mean, everyone, according to the story, Carmela and Linda were best friends. Slyly Toe says, I'm also really confused why everyone is so fixated on the spicy sleep part of it. When it's quite clear there are emotions involved in this, there is a love and a relationship involved in this. I agree. I feel like they keep emphasizing, like, no one has a right to know any of our spicy sleep information. It's like, well, I don't think that's really what Linda is hung up on. I think she's hung up on the fact that you guys kept like a relationship secret from her.
Yeah, but again, none of your business.
I mean, again, like Linda is definitely in the wrong here, but I think that
if Linda was an ex,
yeah.
if Linda was an ex, your business, partially your business, should be a discussion before anything happened. You say, hey, sister, I'd be dating your ex. Is that going to ruin your life?
But there are more comments. Comment 2 says, I'm just sort of amazed by your complete lack of empathy towards your sister. I would say try to see where she's coming from, but you don't seem to have any interest in doing so. Comment 3 says, have you ever had 30 calls a day, screaming tantrums on your phone for both you and your girlfriend, and petty slander spread around to your family about you?
Yeah, in a reply to the previous comment, which I was like, what, buddy, did you not read the whole thing?
The thing is that if we had not learned about Linda harassing everyone in this story, I would like kind of agree. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, you didn't tell her about your relationship with her best friend. But because we have all of the harassment and stuff, it's pretty clear that there is maybe not the best relationship going into this story with Linda and OP. She was pestering the crap out of both of them. Empathy dries up when people start talking crap about you and pestering you relentlessly. It'd be one thing if she was merely hurt or upset, but she was actively effing with OP. Her response is rational and reasonable for dealing with this behavior from anyone over the age of 11. And that is the end of that story.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think I would have a poll of would you be, I don't know, like hurt if you're something along the lines of like, how would you feel if your best friend kept the information that they were secretly dating your sibling from you?
Yeah. And how would you feel if I told you that, by the way, you can listen to full episodes with stories like this one on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, just search OK Storytime, and then you can listen to what is now, because it's Monday, 53 consecutive days worth of stories.
Zooey mama is what they say.